After invoices and credit notes have been posted to customers, they can still be viewed, reprinted, and used to create new transactions. There are two ways to access invoice history, with different functions available. The first way is from the Inquiries menu, selecting Historical Invoices. Inquiry access to history allows finding and viewing previously posted transactions, and printing or emailing one or more selected transactions. The second way has additional features and can be opened from the Maintenance menu, selecting Historical Invoices. Maintenance access to history has all the same inquiry functions, and more to create new transactions or delete history. For each user of Adagio Invoices, you can set security group access to either inquiry or maintenance of history, or both, depending on what they would be allowed to do. The Historical Toolbar button will open the maintenance level functionality if security rights to this are granted. Otherwise, the button will open history with inquiry level functionality. Whichever way history is opened, invoices and credit notes will be displayed in a grid, sorted either by document number in ascending or descending direction, or by customer number. Default sorting method is set in the company profile. History will typically have a large volume of transactions, so that scrolling through the grid is not an efficient way to locate a document. Instead, you can use a find procedure to locate a single document either by the document number or customer code. This screen will look a little different depending on whether the main grid is sorted by document or customer. Choose the type of document you want to look for, either invoice or credit note, or also by retainage invoice if job cost is integrated. Then you can type the document number into the field and either highlight the transaction in the grid or directly view the transaction. Click OK to run the search. An error will appear if the document number and type don't exist in the data. Another way to search history is by using the Grid Finder feature, accessible from the Ctrl+F keyboard shortcut. For any visible column on the grid, you can enter a value to search by, with results immediately listed on screen, and you can load these results into the grid to perform functions on listed transactions. The history grid contents can be exported to Excel as a table, as with many grids in Adagio, if data analysis in Excel is desired. And if Adagio Doc Store is integrated, clicking the red glasses button will view any PDFs linked to the transaction. When viewing a transaction, the same tabs and information available in batch entry can also be seen in history as well. The item list grid, and viewing specific information about an item or other detail. Header and address information. Totals and tax information. And the applied payment if applicable. You can also look at the next transaction in the list with either the previous or next buttons. All transactions can be printed or reprinted from this screen. Select either a single document or multiple transactions that don't have to be consecutive, and click the Print button. From here, printing or emailing or faxing forms works the same way as when printing from batches, including using the customer preferred send method and attaching an additional PDF. In the Maintain History function only, you can choose one or more transactions in the grid that don't have to be consecutive and click the Delete button to remove them from the data. This is useful if only specific transactions need to be deleted, as compared to the Purge History function, where ranges of field values must be entered. If deleting invoices from here is not desirable, a company profile option is available to make the Delete button inactive. A Restore function is available for one or more invoices to a new batch, essentially like copying, but with extra features. Invoices can be restored as either a new invoice or as a credit note, which may be optionally applied to the original invoice. New transactions can be created using the next document number from the company profile, though if you choose not to, you'll need to change this in the batch prior to posting to make it unique. The document date, billing and shipping addresses, and other customer information can also be updated on the new transactions. If the previously posted invoice had a payment associated with it, you can choose to include the same payment amount on the newly created invoice, and auto-assign the check number on the Payment tab, and choose whether the new transactions will be created in an open or archive batch, and whether it will be a new batch or an existing batch appended. A report is available to print historical transactions from the Reports menu and selecting History Listing. This report prints complete information about invoices, credit notes, or both types, including item details sorted by either customer number or document number, for a given range of document dates, customers, and document numbers. Typically, this is printed for a small collection of documents, as the report could be quite large if many documents are printed. Inquire on historical invoices to reprint them or restore them to new transactions. Find out more about Adagio from the product page on our website. Watch another training video on this Adagio program from the playlist, or subscribe to the Adagio YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.